For my book review, I read Becoming by Michelle Obama. I really liked the book. It was not like anything I'd ever read before. I'm not really super into biographies, but it gave me an insight to a lifestyle that I'd never experienced, which I found very interesting. Michelle starts out the book by telling readers about her childhood and her family life. I always considered my family close, but reading Becoming showed me how our different cultures defined our family lives. Uh, she talked a lot about how music was something that her family really relied on and how it brought them together. But my family, we all like different kinds of music, so that's not something we ever really bonded over, which I found interesting. One of the reasons I loved reading Becoming was the amount of time Michelle spent talking about her educational experience. As a future educator, I think it really gave me a lot of important information that will make me a better teacher. She really showed that when you care about your education and when the people around you care about your education, you can be successful. For example, the story when she was in second grade and she could tell that her teacher did not care about her education and wasn't prepared to help her get to where she needed to be. She was able to reach out to her mother who cared deeply about her education and be like, hey, I'm not getting what I deserve. I know I'm better than this. I know I'm smarter than this. And by asking for help and asking to have her education respected, she was able to get moved into a third grade classroom where she could be successful. Throughout the book, Hannah has been very conscious of racial inequalities. Because of discrimination, many members of her family were not given the opportunity to be successful. And because of this, I can see why it would be intimidating for when she showed up to Princeton for only 9% of her freshman class to be African American. That makes a lot of sense to me that she was wondering if she belonged there and if she was worthy because she wasn't well represented. Now we get to the love story portion of the book. Michelle meets Barack, and in the beginning, she fights the connection they have because she has always put being successful in front of her love life, which I think a lot of people don't understand because it's not normally a trait that women have. But she was not only wanting to be successful for herself, but she was wanting to be successful for the people in her family who weren't given the opportunity. So she doesn't quite understand Barack at first, but obviously she gets past that, and they fall in love and get married and have children. It is at this time that Barack's political career has begun taking off. This is really hard for Michelle because they no longer have a private life, and everything they do is really being analyzed. And after some time, Barack gets elected as president, as we all know, which must have been a huge adjustment for the entire family, and they handled it really well, in my opinion. Barack served 2 terms as president, and Michelle was always a strong supporter and a wonderful image of a first lady. I will obviously never completely understand racial discrimination, but reading Becoming gave me an insight that I have never had before. I think this book will make me not only a better educator, but a better person. It is a great example of never knowing what is going on behind closed doors, but that we should always try and empathize with others because, like I just said, we never know what is going on in someone's life until they tell us.